Our planet is changing faster than ever. Rising sea levels, extreme weather, and environmental changes are threatening the very existence of some nations. But which countries are at the highest risk of disappearing due to climate change? Today, we'll explore the nations that might not exist in the future if urgent action isn't taken. Let's dive in. 1. Tuvalu. The first nation to disappear, Tuvalu, a tiny island nation in the Pacific, is often considered the first country that could disappear due to rising sea levels. With an average elevation of just 2 meters, 6.5 feet, above sea level, the islands are experiencing more frequent flooding and coastal erosion. Scientists predict that by 2050, much of Tuvalu could be underwater. The government has already started making plans for relocating its population, as their homeland may no longer be habitable in the coming decades. Biggest threat? Rising sea levels and coastal erosion. Possible outcome? Entire population may have to migrate to countries like New Zealand or Australia. 2. Maldives, the sinking paradise. The Maldives is famous for its luxury resorts and stunning beaches, but this tropical paradise is facing a major crisis. Over 80% of the Maldives' land is less than 1 meter above sea level, making it extremely vulnerable to rising ocean waters. The government has already begun constructing artificial islands and considering land purchases abroad to relocate citizens if necessary. If global temperatures continue to rise, the Maldives might become uninhabitable by the end of the century. Biggest threat? Rising sea levels and coral reef destruction. Possible outcome? Mass migration and artificial island projects. 3. Kiribati, buying land to survive. Kiribati, another Pacific island nation, has taken extreme measures to prepare for climate change. In 2014, the government purchased land in Fiji as a potential relocation site for its people. Saltwater intrusion is already making agriculture difficult, and storm surges are washing away homes. By 2100, Kiribati could be completely submerged, forcing all of its 120,000 citizens to move elsewhere. Biggest threat? Rising sea levels and lack of fresh water. Possible outcome? Entire population may have to move to Fiji or other neighboring countries. 4. Bangladesh. Unlike small island nations, Bangladesh is a large and densely populated country. However, it faces one of the highest climate risks in the world. With much of its land barely above sea level, millions of people are vulnerable to flooding and storm surges. Climate change is already causing stronger cyclones and increased monsoon flooding. If sea levels rise by just 1 meter, up to 30 million Bangladeshis may be forced to migrate, creating one of the largest climate refugee crises in history. Biggest threat? Flooding, cyclones, and land loss. Possible outcome? Mass displacement of millions of people. 5. The Netherlands, a rich country at risk. While the Netherlands is a wealthy and technologically advanced country, it is still one of the most vulnerable places to rising sea levels. Over 25% of the country is already below sea level, and the Dutch have relied on advanced flood defenses for centuries. However, climate change is making storms stronger and sea levels higher. The Netherlands is heavily investing in water management. But if climate change worsens, even their advanced systems may not be enough to protect the land. Biggest threat? Rising sea levels and storm surges. Possible outcome? Increased flood defenses or relocation of coastal cities. Climate change isn't just about the future. It's happening right now. Millions of people are already facing the consequences, and some nations might completely disappear in our lifetime. So what can we do? Reducing carbon emissions, investing in sustainable energy, and supporting vulnerable communities are crucial steps. What do you think? Will humanity be able to save these countries, or is it too late? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more eye-opening content. See you in the next video.